as only we can do it. Come on, bring that band limo out here. I'm excited. I'm not quite sure who's in these. I know who I've seen hanging around lately.
He's a big friend. I don't know who. I might.
Mike, you didn't spare any cost. That's the long stretch limo.
I'm gonna try.
Wow. I didn't get a ride like this in. Kid, did you get a ride in this thing? Oh, he drove you? Oh, I'm in this guy's way. Limo driver looking at me like, hey, man on the microphone, get on the way. So I'll let Mike do the honors, and I want to introduce some legends in their own right to you. You'll remember him if you go back in the day with the Breed Boys driving whiskey business and micro machines. Welcome back, Ken Deppie. Take a Ken real quick. What do you think about this event, man? All these fans are here to see you.
This is awesome. This is really awesome.
I can't believe that.
People I haven't seen him.
You're going to watch him compete, so hang out right here. We got some more that we're bringing out here. Mike, you got another one? Whoa, 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 whoa. Mike, you're supposed to let him out. Mike, is there a problem?
Army.
Oh, let's go to the gorilla. The original TNT mascot back in the house. I'm sure Gogo will be up there taking some pictures with everybody. Get over there with Ken right now. But I know how you are. Don't give me a hard time. We got more. We got more. Who's next? You want to see some more famous faces? Yeah, make some noise. The man dog himself, it's John Breen, ladies and gentlemen. This place brings back some big memories to you. You won here in 1990.
Yeah, it does. I'm really happy to be here.
What about this crowd, man? Isn't it cool stuff?
Looks good.
All right, get over here with these folks. We'll talk to you some more later. And I think we got one more person in the limo. And I know we do. Very special person. Again, we all loved her and her husband. Her husband passed away earlier this year. But last year, he was inducted into the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame. The No Problem owner, the one and only Heidi Moore. No problem. Heidi, real quick. I know how special this weekend is to you with all your friends again. And then look at all these fans.
It's absolutely amazing, and as long as you guys remember John, he'll always be with us.
There you go. John Moore, Heidi Moore, no problem. Hey, as you guys go on up and you can take seats up here in our special section. John is going to lead them on up there. Kogo, you're not allowed to sit. These three can go up there and sit in there. Right, we have those seats right there in front of a couple of guys you may know, that Dan Patrick fellow and that Gene Patterson fellow. Let's give them one more round of applause. Again, so many legends here tonight, and we wanted to introduce a few of them to you before we get this thing started. So, again, and if you see Go-Go walking around, he's a big hand. So if the kids want to get a picture with Go-Go, just walk up and say hi, and he'll do that. Again, so many great faces. There's another limo. So, someone's just arrived. We can't figure out who it is. Hey, this is an event like no other. It's not got some big fancy script that we're going line by line. Let me tell you right now, there are big things happen that I don't know are happening tonight. That's part of the cool part about it. Mike's on the phone. Somebody apparently is here. Are they coming out? Somebody else. I thought that was our dignitary list. John, Heidi, Ken, you guys have some extra seats up there? I think I got some more company coming. You guys watch with me. I'm told there's one coming. There's been some getting through the traffic out there that have been going on here at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. Is there one coming? Y'all see it? Oh, there it is. This was bigger than the first one, Mike. You didn't order this one?
I gotta catch John. I gotta give his autograph. That's
Well,
the one I'm missing. Mad Dog.
wait till it gets out here, because you know they probably not gonna move very fast through all the dirt.
I got hold of some of them hung up on me. I mean, some of them fuss at you. Like one of them said, one of them was Judge family. I talked to Judge's wife, and she gave me that dress.
Oh, I love the anticipation.
Talking about it.
John the Wild Hancock's in the house here too.
I'm good friends with Scott.
You didn't think you were gonna get away with it. Pony Express Andy around here. I mean, you know, you got them all.
There's another kid.
Well, this should be good. We introduce the dignitaries, and then somebody wants to upstage them and get a bigger limo. Mr. Harper's going to handle it, because this may be something we aren't supposed to do. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
I know what it is. I didn't tell me that.
That better not be on my credit card. But I forgot. We're going back to 1990. I didn't do this myself back in 1990. I gotta have my partner, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time, Arnie Armstrong.
What's going to happen, because you're going to be part of history. And don't leave, because it's not over. When it ends, everybody's going to be invited where, Scott?
Right back down here on the track. So, Army and I, just so you know, we've been friends, we've stayed in contact all of our lives. But we have not called an event together anytime TV or live in over 30 years.
That's right. He still owes me $2, I might add to that, okay? Hey, listen, I had the pride and opportunity to introduce to you the very first, everybody hold your hand up, one finger, that's it. The very first national champion in the sport of monster truck racing. Ladies and gentlemen, USA 1's Rod. Old times, and it's amazing how many people are here. That's why we want you to come down and walk through when this thing wraps up, because you're going to be surprised who you're going to see. Right, I'll tell you that right now. Rod Go-Go's even here. How about that? Hey, the people still coming out, picking at Heidi, Go-Go. It's just a big family, and tonight we want to share our family with you and talk to this guy right here. I remember Rod when his driver's suit was a small. Okay, that's how long we've known each other. But I tell you what, he was on the team back then. It was the battle, Ford, Chevrolet, USA 1. Big boy. Here we go. They're going down to the wire. As a matter of fact, the first national championship was won on a run. At the end of that run, a vehicle actually split. They were going that hard to take the win. This is the guy that won it for all you Chevrolet people. When you go around the country, do you get an opportunity to talk to people?
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting, because I remember, I'm trying to think, Steve Wilkie. Steve Wilkie was his crew chief. Steve was a Vietnam vet like me. We became real good friends. And Steve was the crew chief. Everett Jasper owned the vehicle and owned the name USA 1. And Everett Jasper chose this guy to do the driving. And believe me, he was a wheelman when he played the game, okay? So right now, I'm going to turn the microphone back over to Scott. I guess if you got a bunch of friends over there that I'm sure would like to see you. And there's been a lot of this going on the last couple of days of just saying, hey man, how you doing? Good seeing you. Dan Patrick sitting right there. Go-Go the Gorilla sitting right there. You don't know who's sitting next to you at this event because they're coming from all over. People driven 9 hours, Scott, to get here. Other people 10 hours. Scott put me on an airplane, and I tell you what I did. As you're walking on the airplane, you got to see the stewardess. Well, I walk on first, and I tell the stewardess, that guy behind me is an original Chip and Dale dancer. So then I step out of the way, and there's Scott sitting there smiling, okay? So this stewardess kind of goes like, no, not that guy, it's not him. So that's just kind of, he never knew what I was telling her, but he was always scared of it. So that's the kind of fun we're going to have here tonight. It's going to be fun, you're going to be part of it, and I'm turning it back over to Mr. Scott Douglas, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ari Armstrong, and I'm glad to be here.
And it's like 32 years ago. It's just like listening to him then. So, Rob Litzow is going to be our Grand Marshal tonight, and he'll officially fire him in a minute. So, Rod, if you want to go into that area, we'll bring the mic to you. Now, who's ready to meet the stars of TNT Motorsports' unfinished business? It may take a while to move this boat. Army, how did you get a ride twice as big as everybody else? How did you get that ride, man? You didn't put it on my credit card, did you?
Tell you a story. We went to the wrong hotel to pick Evergon. Honest to God truth. I'm nervous as a wreck anyway. So we go in and I'm getting out and waiting for Rod to come out and show up. Wait a little bit longer than to show up. I mean, I'm eating these minutes like crazy because I'm really getting nervous. He didn't show up still. So the driver, who's the coolest guy in the world, he came out and he said, man, we're at the wrong hotel. And I thought, how quick can we get to the other hotel? He said, you just hang on, we'll get over there. He almost slid that thing around corners. Man, I was sitting in the back, trying to keep going, but that's good rock and roll on it, and everything seemed to go good.
Mike.
All right, Scott, you gonna come back over here and let me know what's going on. This is the guy that's going to be running the show tonight. I'm just going to say it will be a minute, Scott.
Yeah, you know better than that. Come on down here, Army, because there's going to be a chance to let you meet these legends and let you each welcome them back to Raleigh and the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. Come on over here, Army. I'll take the first one, you take the second one. You know, when this guy burst on the scene, he wasn't there long, but he was like a meteor flying to the top. And what's going to be interesting, we'll develop the story. A little bit of controversy with our starter who's here tonight that they put to bed after 30 years. But he was this close to beating Andy Brass and Bigfoot for that 1990 TNT Renegades Monster Truck Challenge Championship. Put your hands together. Welcome back to the track, Greg Holbrook and Equalizer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell's going to be coming out. You see him driving all kind of vehicles on Monster Jam, but the name that got him going, that where he made it, everybody knew this guy. I called him Portier, but it's Gary Porter in the Carolina Crunchers.
I used to call him the mouth of the North, but now, after he's been on my show so many times, I think he's just the mouth of the world because nobody can stop him. One of the originals, and I know he didn't live there anymore, but we always said the team out of Pennsauken, New Jersey, coming back to battle. Put your hands together for Mike Wine and the Outlaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike always won the best appearing driver and the best looking driver many times. Okay, that's right. So he's not a modest guy at all. Ladies and gentlemen, the Thunder Chicken. Kid Ray, one of the guys that started this sport with everybody knew the Thunder Chicken. There's a new Thunder Thunder Chicken here tonight. These guys are running a new chassis. It's a new full tube chassis. And last night was the first time he drove it, and he said it's like driving a Cadillac. Going over there, it's like driving a Cadillac. I don't want nothing to do with the Cadillac shot.
By the way, throughout the night, we need to see, you gotta teach your kids to do the Thunder Chicken dance when he comes out. We need to see the arm, the wings flapping up there. Ryan LaCrosse, I want to see you doing it too. Our next driver, always one of the most exciting and entertaining performers in TNT history. He's been doing a lot of other racing, but this is his first time back in a monster truck in 3 decades, and I've never seen him smile this big. I'm taking this introduction because legend is, Army can't say his last name. He can, but he just thinks Johnny K sounds cool. I'm gonna give him the formal introduction. Give it up for John Posdewski, the Buffalo Trevor.
You're gonna have to sing rock and roll music too. Yeah, I tell you what. He used to have that long yeah, he was there. He was into it. Next one I'm gonna tell you about. This guy's kind of interesting. How many of you kids and adults have seen these vehicles like these monster trucks? They come and they tear things up and stuff like that. This guy invented that. And he traveled all over the country and the world doing that. But what he loves to do, Dave White Shark in the nightlife, he likes driving his monster truck. How about a big round of applause for all the vehicles that are here tonight? A lot of work has gone into these special, these are the original paint jobs that these vehicles had 32 years ago. Not the same paint job that you do at a commercial where they rubbed your arm, rubbed it off. Those were good looking vehicles. There's a story behind the paint job on these trucks, isn't there, Scott? Okay, here we go. I'm giving it to Scott.
Now, Army's gonna stand right here. Right here. Right down there. Okay. All of the drivers, Army, where's Mike Speller, our starter? We're gonna get all the TNTs, the dignitaries, Heidi, John, and all of you drivers come down. What we're gonna do before we start fire engines, in between Thunder Chicken and Outlaw, we need all of you to line up. Army, if you will lead them over there. And what we're gonna give all of you is the ultimate Legends photo op. The legends from TNT who are here. John Brady, come on, you're down here too. The legends who ran for TNT in 1990 are going to come down here. And so you got your cameras, your cell phones, your whatever. We're going to bring the trophy out. Anybody? Mike Speller made it? Mike Speller made it? All right. Hey, Mike Wine, Nick Rossi decided now to come out. Nick didn't want to be a part of your introduction. All right, they got the trophy up there. You stand by, Mike. So, we're going to stand here for just a second or two. We thought it would be cool to let everybody get a photo op moment with these incredible legends. And why, if you're not using your camera, feel free.